Arsenal away at Leicester. Didn't know what to expect. Well, I didn't expect it to be the Ramsdale show. Leicester 0, Arsenal 2. Let's get into my 5 at 5. Number 1, and I want to give some credit to the board. I want to give some credit to Edu, Arteta, Vinay, whoever was involved in the summer transfer activity. And here's why. Yesterday we go and we play Leicester away. You know, Leicester are a very good team. It's a hard place to go to, and it's a high pressure game. It's a must-win game given how the season has been going for Arsenal. When we look at the lineup, we signed 6 players in the summer. Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Tavares, Lokonga, Ben White and Ødegaard. 5 out of those 6 players started the game. That shows that the acquisition, the manager trusts those players. Those players are good enough to go and perform, to start and to go and oversee a victory. Not only that, the 6th player, probably the most high profile out of all of them, he then came on off the bench and finished the game. That's a really, really good sign. And it makes me think, a lot of those players, let's say Tavares, Lokonga, Tomiyasu, they weren't really very well known. They weren't part of the normal conversations about the key signings that people want to make as Arsenal fans. Also, Ramsdale, there was a lot of opposition to his signing. I myself wasn't sure because I thought, he was going to be a number 2 goalkeeper and I thought we could have used that money elsewhere in the team. He's turned out to be brilliant. Ben White, a lot of people talking about we've overpaid for him and Varane would be better. And even with Ødegaard, there was a lot of people saying rather get Maddison. Well, I think the board deserve a lot of credit, and these players who played so well yesterday, especially Tavares, who made sure that we didn't even miss someone as good as Kieran Tierney, they deserve a lot of credit too. Number 2. Now this is a bit of a weird one, and it's just something that I've noticed, so I want your opinion on this, please. Pepe and Emile Smith-Rowe, I've just noticed when they're on the pitch together, I'm often left frustrated by their link-up play. In the 86th minute of the game against Leicester, Smith-Rowe tried to play a simple pass to Pepe, just mishit it. Would have been, potentially something that could have led to a chance. And instead, I just don't see these 2 players linking up well at all. The amount of times I can pinpoint a time where Pepe's mishit to Smith-Rowe or vice versa, overhit the pass, not played the pass. Have you guys noticed this as well? Is this just a coincidence? Is it something about the style of play? Are they completely not on each other's wavelengths? I'm just very frustrated by it because I do still, look, Smith-Rowe, as far as I'm concerned, has probably been Arsenal's best player this season. And Pepe, yes, it's not worked out for him. He ended last season really, really well, and I was hoping for big things from him at the start of this season. Right now, he's not really hitting form, but I still have hope for him. But you tell me, what is it about those 2, or is it just a temporary thing and eventually they'll click? Number 3, and look, this is such an obvious one, probably the one you've all been waiting for if you're watching this, and that is the boy himself, Aaron Ramsdale. What can you say about his performance? What can you say about how much he's been proving so many people wrong? I wasn't happy when Arsenal signed Aaron Ramsdale on the basis that I thought we're spending 24 to 30 million pounds on a bench player. How wrong was I? He was never ever going to be a bench player. His distribution, his shot stopping, his command of the area, his confidence, he's just brilliant. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And Bernd Leno didn't do too much wrong to get dropped, yet no one is questioning the decision. The save that he made in this game on that free kick was just absolutely sensational. As you'll see from this, David Seaman enjoyed it. And as you'll see from this, Peter Schmeichel also enjoyed it. Now, yes, those 2 individuals are a couple of the greatest goalkeepers the Premier League has ever seen. But who are they in the face of Jason Cundy? Yeah, who? Anyway, look, I'm not going to try and take the mick out of Jason Cundy. Here's what he thought about Aaron Ramsdale's save. Check it out. Yes, he's a Chelsea fan. If you hadn't guessed, obviously, Doesn't seem the most objective sort of bloke. But you know what? That's fine. That tweet didn't bother me. He doesn't have to rate the save how the rest of the footballing world rates it. That's totally up to him. But what he did tweet that really made me laugh was this. Now let's be honest about this. There's no way Jason Cundy can know for sure whether Peter Schmeichel meant that this was the best save that he's seen in years and it was saved by Aaron Ramsdale, or whether it was the best save that Aaron Ramsdale has made in years. I think personally it's pretty obvious that it was the best save that Peter Schmeichel has seen in years, and Aaron Ramsdale was the one that did it, rather than in Aaron Ramsdale's own particular career, this was the best save that Aaron Ramsdale has made in years. But Jason Cundy's being a hater. What do you think Peter Schmeichel meant? And also, I would love it if Peter Schmeichel clarifies what he meant, because that will shut up Cundy once and for all on this issue and really embarrass him how he needs to be embarrassed. Number 4. Now, look, obviously this was a really, really good performance, and defensively I thought we were really, really strong and resolute. But were we perhaps a little bit fortunate to have Aaron Ramsdale on such good form? On one hand, look, he is our keeper, that's why we bought him, because that's what he's got in his locker. But we can't expect him to perform like that every single game. And I just feel as though maybe we didn't get the balance right in terms of keeping up the intensity and keeping Leicester sort of at bay away from our goal. I just want to see Arsenal be a little bit more dominant across the 90 minutes because, you know, if you look at the expected goals, Leicester really should have scored 1 or 2. And I feel like we're playing a bit of a lottery there by dropping as deep as we did. So how do you feel the game went? Did you feel as though we didn't get the balance right? Or do you think that actually, no, Arteta got it spot on? I feel like Arteta deserves a lot of praise, but we can't get away with playing like that every single week when we go 1 or 2 goals up, because we will come unstuck. If Leicester even scored 1 goal, the momentum could have seriously shifted. And I'm very surprised that they didn't get a goal. So I'd like to know what you think as well. Number 5, and this is going to be something that I'm going to be tracking. This is 6 key games for Arsenal. And the reason why it's so important is because in these 6 games, starting with Leicester, ending with Everton, we play 4 away games. And those 4 away games are tough. Leicester, Liverpool, Man United and Everton. Now, I don't think many people expect us to go and get a result at Liverpool, but Leicester, who have just beaten Everton and Man United, before the Leicester game, we were level on points with all of them in the league. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no excuses for not being able to do something. No team has no excuse for not being able to do something against these other teams who have been just as good or just as bad as each other at this stage of the season. Arsenal have absolutely done brilliantly on the first test. I expect to win the 2 home games against Watford and Newcastle, and having beaten Leicester already, that will put us at 9 points out of the 18. If we can go and get 1 more victory, either against Everton or United away, or even 2 draws, that puts us on 11 or 12 points out of those 18. And that's a really, really tough spell of 6 fixtures. If Arsenal can go and do that, I really truly believe at that point we can go and say that Arsenal have turned a corner. It'll be interesting as well to see what we do against Liverpool. Can we make sure that we set ourselves up well? We defended very resolutely against Leicester yesterday. We need to also go and do that against Liverpool. Real commitment, getting the blocks in and putting down a performance that we can be proud of. Even if it ends up in defeat, the manner of the defeat is going to be very, very important to me in terms of seeing how Arteta sets up against the very, very best teams. Arsenal, great start. Long may it continue. It feels positive. For the first time in a long time, it feels positive as an Arsenal fan. Let me know in the comments below how many points you think we'll get out of these 6. Obviously 3 already on the board. And let me know how you're feeling about Arsenal and Arteta. Until next time, see you later.